Hello everyone. I'm finally able to make videos at and upload them at the other place I stay at. So that's awesome. Finally got the internet connection problem fixed. So here we go with my after work routine. We're gonna talk about my schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia. So okay, it's so dark. Sorry. One second, we have to be very quiet. Someone's sleeping. One second. I just have to move this stuff over here so I can talk. Okay. I'm taking 3 trips. Sorry. Maybe I should have thought about this before I started vlogging. Come on. Oh. Okay. So finally got. So I'm not by the person who's sleeping. Okay, so schizophrenia, statistically, the voices in your head. I have 8 different individual voices, and yes, I have been legally diagnosed. I was diagnosed at 19 years old. With that, I have auditory and visual hallucinations, which means I see them. I just don't hear them in my head. I see them pretty much all the time. I've just learned to ignore them for the most part. And trigger warning, to be dark. Some of them tell me to do very, very evil things to myself. None of them have told me to harm anybody else. Which I guess is a good thing. Well, it is a good thing, but the bad thing is they have told me to harm myself, and yes, in the past, very far in the past, I have. It has not worked out very well for me. But I would never get rid of them. Like, they have these medications they want me on, and I refuse to go on them. Because the voices have always been there for me, even when real people have not. They've always been there. Not always in the best way, but they've always been there. I'm just pulling out clothes for tomorrow's work. So you can take that as you want. Some people are, mad at me for it, but guess what? It's my life. I've learned how to operate as a normal human being, for the most part, even with the voices and seeing them visually. I also have other audio hallucinations when it comes to walls moving, dark shapes appearing out of the corner of my eye, floors moving, stairs moving, me moving when I'm standing still. But my therapist has still not figured out what to do about. Now I'm just looking for my binder that I need to wash. I don't want to take something out. Okay, thank God that's the one. I really didn't want to. If you want to know the binder I wear, it's that's the brand. I guess Rainbow XUJI. Probably saying it backwards. If you're interested, I have another tag in here. Just give me a second. It's not they're not sponsoring me or anything. I just happen to know, and I thought you guys would like to know. This is the tag that comes on them. Just just in case you want to know. Who knows? You might be interested. I have to move you for a second. Then need the soap that's behind you. And so they're soaking. I'm going to get a towel. I believe I have washed my binders on another video and explained it fully in detail. Okay. Where were we? Oh, schizophrenia. I have not done a lot of research, or I can't remember. My memory is not the best. I've had schizophrenia where I remember my whole life. As a kid, I was told that they were imaginary friends that were gonna disappear. Not saying that if your kid has imaginary friends, they're gonna be schizophrenic. They might just have a really good imagination. But with me, it was different because even as I got older, they didn't disappear. Some of my friends said that they might be just different versions of me and my personality, but I don't know the way I described them. When I was about 14, 15, I drew pictures, which I cannot find for the life of me, of them, each and every one of them. They all started out my age, and 7 of them are my age. They appear my age, 30, but one of them, as I said, at 8, is still 7 years old. 7.5 to be exact. If I say yes, she's 7, she's already yelling. I can hear her. I'm not 7. I'm 7.5. And you can tell me that I'm just faking it, or it's no, that's your opinion. I know it to be facts. I have to live with it every single day of my life. And I think the hardest part is pretending like none of it's happening. Like, absolutely, nothing's happening. I'm not seeing people that you can't see. The walls aren't moving. I just ran into it for no reason. I didn't just stumble. The people were like, "Oh, you need to drink water. You're dizzy because you're, water deprived." I drink a lot of water. No, I'm dizzy because the whole building is shaking. You just can't see it. And I know there's other things to it, but this is just my experience with it. Shit. Sorry for swearing. I'm really bad with that. When I'm tired, not paying attention. So, else has more information about schizophrenia and they want to, tell me about it, you can leave a comment in the down there, and I will read it. I would love to know more about it. Probably been told to me a million times different facts about it, and I just keep forgetting. I have an excuse for that. I'm mentally ill. Because, I just don't have schizophrenia. I also have ADHD. I'm on the autistic spectrum. I have PTSD, BPD, OCD, and then schizophrenia. And a speech impediment, which you might hear now and then. So, my memories. I have so much going on. It's not funny. And I have been legally diagnosed with every single one of these. At one time, in different parts of my life. Like the ADHD and autism and speech impediment were when I was 7.5. Which is when child abuse that I suffered, happened to me, survived, started. As soon as I was diagnosed with autism, being on the autistic spectrum and ADHD and speech impediment, to this day, my parents still deny that I'm diagnosed with anything. They say I'm making it up. Part of my imagination. Even the stuff that I went and got diagnosed myself, they don't, I understand, you don't want your child to have anything wrong with them. But, it's one thing not to deny everything. It's another to, none of my siblings got abused. Only me. And the only reason I can think of is because of my disability. But that's their problem. I'm over it. I don't have to deal with their abuse anymore, so I'm just gonna do me. And they can think what they want. Anyways, that was dark. I really thought this schizophrenia topic would go on a little longer. That sucks. Yeah, I really wanted this video to go a little longer than this. But I guess, it is what it is. I would go back more into detail because I have no problem talking about it, about what they told me to do. But I don't want to trigger anyone because it's pretty graphic. I can tell you there's a lot of self-harm. No, I don't self-harm anymore. It's been over a decade. It's been 5 years. I did have a little thingy. Something, episode. I keep forgetting about that. I don't remember much about it, but I've been told by people who care about me, so gotta believe them, right? So, basically, I'm saying I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. Would I change any of it? No, I honestly wouldn't. Because I wouldn't be the person I am today. And, yeah. Well, what about the abuse? If I didn't go through what I went through, and for the struggles I went through growing up, I don't think I would be the person I am. In that sense, I should thank my parents for making me stronger and tougher, yeah? But that still doesn't condone abusing your children. Because that was a lot of trauma on them. And I basically had to figure out on my own how to, become as normal of a citizen as possible, be productive and get a job and all that. Because you can't be having, episodes of whatever while getting a job. Jobs do not care about your disabilities or your handicaps. When you pass as, normal. Like me, no one can really tell that there's anything off about me. They just assume that I'm eccentric, which I am. That comes with, a lot of people, quite a few people with mental illness, but they don't think that there's anything really wrong. Because there's no evidence of it. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it here. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. And as always, thank you for watching and have an amazing day.